would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFB this year, the Oregon Ducks. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me, guys. And the Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will get first crack at it today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Using his legs, it's Ford. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. And this is not the way they envision the opening drive going with the 3rd and long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the big fella. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the Oregon Ducks offense has its first opportunity of the day. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy. Each and every week, this dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
To throw, it's Dampier. That's caught. It's Sherrill. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. He'll keep it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Ducks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the gun. Looking for the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Runs through a tackle. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Got a man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks the tackle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Davison. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got the tight end. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Back to throw. It's Dampier. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Going right to work up top. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? Ball sitting right at the 50-yard line, and they'll go for it on 4th and long. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
And the Badgers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking for space. It's Davison. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Got his man in the middle. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. On the direct snap, it's Moore. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Ducks are marching down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Grab behind the line. It's Sherrill. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Listen to this place. Oh, man, and they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. notice the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Throws to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Oh, he makes the catch. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. BYU is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure the folks around that program feel that way. Something is up there in Provo.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Sanders. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him, they've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
The Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they're not on the same page there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Badgers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you said productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Got it, looking for a first. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Sanders. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw on third. He's out of bounds, not nearly enough to pick up the first down. At least he stopped the clock before this desperation fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And he's just going to spike it. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year.